light, save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough!
The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon. Uther! The time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself. The moment he falls, we will claim him.
Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands, where every soul has its place.
Beyond the veil lies darkness, where every soul has its place. How could I let this happen?
Seize this power for herself. Instead, she has done the unthinkable. Now, she will come for them all. To finish what she started. And break all who opposed her. Azeroth together will be in her sights.
These abductions, the Scourge attacks. The Banshee will pay for what she's done. by a loon's fury. We will bring her to justice.
Right now, I don't give a damn about justice. I just want to find where she's taken our friends. King Greymane, what's the plan?
We'll get them back, Talia. I swear to you, we'll save them all.
The Ebon Blade has extracted the Lich, the High Lord, from the battle in Icecrown. He is recovering in Acheris.
I pray he can help us find answers. Without that cursed helm, the Scourge are running rampant. We'll need the help of the Argent Crusade to stem the tide of the undead.
If anyone can figure out how this all fits together, it's Bolvar.
Though I despise her actions, I cannot deny that Sylvanas Windrunner is a master tactician. The Scourge attacks and the abductions must be part of a larger strategy.
The Alliance is every bit as wounded as the Horde. King Rin and Lady Proudmoore were taken. They also came for Tyrande Whisperwind, but she neutralized her attackers.
Really? I knew the Night Warrior's power had grown, but to dispatch an adversary that even Jaina Proudmoore could not.
The legacy of the Lich King is forever entwined with that of my family. Regent Lord, though I serve only as an advisor to the Forsaken, I ask to stand with you as you face this threat.
Your voice has offered wisdom to both the Forsaken and the Horde Council, Lady Menethil. Whatever comes, we will face it together.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Azeroth's mightiest champions. Congratulations. You've managed to track me to the most unlikely of places, my very own home. Seeking retribution for all the bad things I've done, I suppose. How frightfully predictable. I have been waiting a long time for this. Let's get on with it, shall we? You call this fighting? Trained by amateurs, I see. I've never been much for sentiment, but this takes me back to the old days. Come on! Is this the best you can do?
Now it's getting interesting. Your power has grown.
Where is she?
With him, of course. In the darkest place. Along with every soul burned to ash in your precious tree.
Where is she?
Go on. Kill me. You'll send me right to my lady. Beyond the veil, she's shattered. Oh, Tyrande. High Priestess. Night Warrior. Completely powerless to stop the coming.
Alliance... I have faced the Blight Caller before. A pity I wasn't there to help end him. At long last, one of the architects of the Fourth War has been brought to justice. I envy Tyrande for landing the killing blow. Though I fear it did little to bring her peace. The power within her seems to be growing stronger, more insistent. Our hunt for Sylvanas continues. We must find where she's taken Anduin, Jaina, and the others. Do not relent, champion. Bring them home.
King Greymane, you shouldn't remain out in the open like this. You're too tempting a target.
If Sylvanas had wished to capture me, she would have done so along with Anduin. No, she wanted to leave me behind, to torment me with the loss of yet another of our king.
Still, we need you in the throne room. There are matters of state that must be overseen until the king's return.
Anduin entrusted Tyrallion with command of our military forces. The Stormwind nobles support him serving as regent and protector of the realm.
I don't question the High Exarch's ability to defend the Alliance. But as a king yourself, don't you think you should...
You and Tyrallion need to safeguard our citizens from the return of the Scourge. I need to focus on doing whatever I can to find Anduin and the others.
Yes, Your Majesty.
In life, Nathanos Maris was a braggart and a bully. In death, his worst traits were only magnified. At long last, the Blightcaller has met the justice he deserved. I only regret I was not there to see it done. I cannot begrudge Tyrande Whisperwind for claiming the killing blow. I only hope the Night Warrior's rage remains fixed upon Sylvanas.
I do not wish to speak out of turn, Regent Lord, but I have given counsel to the Kaldori who were raised into undeath after the battle for Darkshore. I believe I have helped them find a path forward. Perhaps if I spoke of them to the High Priestess, it might help ease her spirit, if only a little.
Lillian Voss has told us of your efforts, Lady Menethil. Let us hope fate offers us a chance to see your kind offer bear fruit.
Champion, the veil between our world and the Shadowlands has been sundered. The Ebon Blade stands ready. I await you in Orgrimmar. Come, before the icy grasp of death claims all of Azeroth.
Living mortals were never intended to cross beyond the veil. Where you are going, you may be unable to return. But there is no other course. Death comes to claim Azeroth. It falls to you to defend her. The time has come. Take up the Shattered Helm, and we will open the rift. The path opens.
Your courage will be remembered, champion. Aldiel Shalom.
Find those who were taken, and bring them home.
Rescue the others! The Banshee is mine to kill!
Tyrande! Don't do this!
For Ilisan Piranor!
I cannot lose you to the darkness.
Lord Admiral, before we found you, did you see any sign of the Night?
Tyrande, here. No, I have not.
She leapt into the rift just ahead of us. She vowed to find Sylvanas Windrunner at any cost.
That is troubling. An ancient ritual infused her with incredible power. I fear it may be growing beyond her ability to contain it.
Your cell awaits, mage. The jailer has plans for you.
I've had enough of your cages, fiend.
There is nowhere to run. Nothing escapes the law.
Must be done. Very well. Where to begin? Denizens call this realm the Maw.
From what I have gathered, it was intended as a prison for the most foul, irredeemable souls that ever existed.
Something has changed. Pure, noble souls are being held captive here as well. They cry out in torment.
Indeed. And one of their tormentors, and ours, is Sylvanas Windrunner. It seems she has made a powerful ally. The Shades whisper of someone called a jailer. Control your power, or if a jailer rules this realm. We know little about him, but it's clear he has taken a special interest in us. He has personally overseen our treatment here.
We have endured countless torments. At times, it felt as if we were being tested. Though for what purpose, I cannot say.
Whatever this jailer and the Banshee are planning, it won't end well. For any of us. I caught glimpses of Bane and Anduin during my attempts to break free. They live. That's all I know for certain.
You won't succeed.
Such a narrow vision. You disappoint me. No matter. We will find what we seek. In another.
Anduin! How badly are you hurt?
I will live. I'm relieved you're all safe.
These bonds are too strong to break by force. We must find a way to free him.
I will do...
Hold! I hear something stirring.
Your wretched souls will feed the coming darkness!
Wretched? I heard you were soundly beaten by a force of wretched champions, witch.
You will pay for that insult! The skies of your world will be darkened by the wings of my Morsworn!
For Azeroth!
What is this madness?
This sound! It's unbearable!
Keep moving!
Precipice above. Is that?
The jailer. He has Bane. The true one.
I find your spirit.
Souls pouring into the maw. The dead of Azeroth, Draenor, worlds beyond our imagination. All damned to this place.
To be forged into weapons for the jailer. Despite all Sylvanas has done, I never thought she'd be part of something like this.
When the jailer realizes our plan, he'll send all his forces against us. Our only chance is to keep them at bay long enough for the waystone to fully charge. Every second counts.
Take them! Pulse for the soul of your world. All that you see, all that you know, will be undone. Jaina, something's wrong. It seems the Waystone has stopped charging. Nothing escapes the law. Yield to the inevitable.
They've stopped their advance. The light is with me, even here. Go, champion! Go! You have failed.
No. I have precisely what I need.
Hold. The Maw's power does linger upon them, but I sense... No, that cannot be possible!
What do you seek?
We must bring them to the Overseers at once.
Come with us, stranger.
She is unchanged, ever silent, ever still. For uncounted eons, the Shadowlands was in perfect order. Infinite afterlives, with Oribos, the eternal city, as the shining heart. Every mortal soul came before the Arbiter, and she, ever wise, experienced all that had shaped a soul in life. With this knowledge, she consigned every soul to the afterlife it justly deserved. Until... in that dread moment, our perfect order was shattered. And so it is that every soul, kind and cruel alike, is denied its rightful afterlife, and instead is damned to the inescapable torment of the Maw.
Places, everyone!
For the third time, the Burning Legion descended upon Azeroth. But hope yet remained. Behold, our illustrious hero!
I am Xavius.
I'm Swine, Lord of Nightmares.
Xavius, Lord of Nightmares, die!
Azeroth's champions confronted Xavius deep within the Emerald Dream. And so, the nightmare was brought to an end.
I knew you would prevail, champion.
When Xavius fell, Gul'dan! But it wasn't their Gul'dan. This one came from the past, and another world, in an alternate timeline. I think that's how it went. They fought valiantly, but someone else landed the killing blow.
Ha! You were not ready!
Enraged by Gul'dan's failure, Kil'jaeden the Deceiver himself sought to destroy the Legion's foes! Death reigns upon you! The defenders of Azeroth won this fight! Oh, right! I never believed that Sargeras could be stopped. Perhaps you will prove me wrong? Azeroth's champions battled the corrupted world soul of Argus itself!
Death! Death and pain!
The Wild Hunt has need of us.
Hope is not lost. The spark of life still flickers within these mortals. Arise, champions! Fight to save your world!
My torment ends!
And so, the champions of Azeroth repelled the Burning Legion, ended their crusade, and saved all worlds!
Backstage!
But as the Titans were imprisoning Sargeras, he plunged his sword into the heart of Azeroth! Fortunately, he didn't hit any major population centers.
Next costume!
This cannot be.
Not long after, Sylvanas Windrunner besieged the Night Elf home of Teldrassil.
Lay siege to the World Tree! You cannot kill hope!
Can't I?
Well then, I'll just kill the tree! Burn it!
And so, Teldrassil was consumed by the flames of war!
No, that was only a nightmare.
King of Stormwind assailed the undead city of Lordaeron. You are a terrible leader, King Rin.
Well, you're a terrible person, War Chief.
How dare you! But before he could capture Sylvanas, she blighted the land and made her escape. This made everyone very unhappy. Then a diamond dwarf reminded everyone about the giant sword. Champions, the world is bleeding. Ye need to heal our wounds. As it turned out, Azeroth's blood held incredible power. It erupted from the earth for anyone to claim. The Alliance and Horde sounded the horns of war! Again! And so, the battle for Azeroth had begun!
For the Horde!
In the jungles of Nazmir, the champions of Azeroth vanquished the blood god Gahun!
God unit Gahun exterm Kluber. No!
With Gahun defeated, the Horde and the Alliance returned to fighting each other. To bring a swift end to the war, the Alliance invaded Dazar'alor and killed King Rastakhan. The Horde ships pursued the Alliance fleet, but were blockaded by Lord Admiral Jaina Proudmoore.
Hey, man! Horde vessels on the horizon, man! You have nowhere left to run, Ice Witch, man!
You really think I've been running, Captain? I lured you into open waters, because out here, you have no hope of escape! Glimmer Dust, Jaina didn't kill her pursuers. Oh, come on, really? Really? Jaina didn't die either. Fine. I am defeated. Yay. Moving along. Under the sea, the champions of Azeroth fought the imperious Queen Azshara. Bow before your queen! Give me more blood! But stay where you are. I am far too perfect and beautiful to be defeated. Unfashionable fools will get what's coming to you! The vain-glorious queen was dethroned, but it was all part of Nissan's nefarious plan! Freed from his prison, the old god sought to remake the world in his insane image! And thus, the corruptor was defeated! The champions of Azeroth had prevailed once more! sure you and Ysera have a lot to talk about.
I thought it was all a dream. Argus in the sky, the blade in the desert, Teldris in the flame. All of those souls lost to the Maw and Tyrande. Her rage darkens her heart like a shadow on the moon. Her hunt is endless and unrelenting. But the Night Warrior's power is as much a curse as it is a blessing. It threatens to tear her asunder from within. I could not aid the Kaldori when Teldrassil burned. I pray I can aid Tyrande before it is too late.
War's been burning this whole world, Argus. All over one little whisper to this foolish throne. That voice whispering is the poison be burning in me veins. Windrunner. You're like the whisper's little chieftain. Was that I send your soul to the Maw itself? But you're born to this world, be too hard to breathe. You'll be boring us, Wazala. Time for you to go back to the other side. But don't you worry. You got yourself a new master. Your old friend, Sam. It be me who named Sylvanas war chief, but Muazala and the jailer, they be pulling the strings all along.
Did you really think you'd escaped my notice? So naive. So blind to Odin's failings.
Odin will not stand for this, and neither shall I!
Your defiance is meaningless. I already have what I need.
The ritual nears completion, and Hilda will soon rejoin her sisters.
Now bear this message back to your master, little bird. May it taste like ashes in his throat. Skyja, see them out!
Hold tight, friend! Odin, I bring before you this mortal. The Maw Walker. His valor freed me from dire captivity.
Welcome to my halls, noble one. Danica, tell me of this victory, and the foe that would dare imprison one of my Valkyrs.
My sisters and I were ambushed by Maw Swarm, who serve Helya. Only I survived. We come bearing a message from that accursed witch.
I will twist every Valkyr you send, Odin, just as you twisted me so long ago. Your own eye betrays them all. Such sweet irony.
She dares? By my beard, Helya will answer for this. All that matters is we now possess the necessary instrument. We must begin its preparation.
Leave him to me. You've seen what he is capable of when he believes in the cause. A measure of patience may yield superior results.
Very well. We have our weapon. Now, we shall hone it.
I do hope you've settled in. The accommodations are a bit sparse, I know.
Where are the others? Are they safe?
Safe? No. I wouldn't say any of them are safe.
I am so tired of your games.
As you wish. No more secrets. No more lies. You are a weapon we will use to achieve our ends.
I will not become an instrument of death.
So you favor life? Is that it? That momentary flicker. Every cruel second spent delaying the inevitable in an endless war that you, like every Rin before you, will not survive. You know the truth. Nothing is fair. Not life, not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that serve? Everyone suffers, Sylvanas. But destroying everything will not take away the pain.
Oh, you misunderstand. We're breaking a system that has always been flawed and remaking it into one that is just.
Do you expect me to believe that all this time, you've been fighting for justice?
How can I convince you? From our first breath to our last, every decision is made for us. Then, the afterlife decides what eternity we must endure. We can't even choose who we couldn't control anything. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Look around you! At what and who you've joined. What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
You have a choice to consider. Join us willingly, or be made to serve.
I thought you believed in free will, Sylvanas.
We've never had free will, little lion. But that is about to change.
To the good people of Revendreth. It is with optimism that I address you today. Though these are challenging times. Firstly, I assure you that our holy mission to help the most violent and wicked souls atone for their sins is and always will be our utmost priority. Our rituals are effective. Our judgment keen, but fair. We, Venthyr, remain committed to bringing eventual redemption to all who desire it. It is through your faithful work that even the most evil and prideful beings may ultimately be spared an eternity in the Maw. Unfortunately, of late, the flow of such hubris-ridden souls has virtually ceased. And as a result, anima, our most precious resource, is in dwindling supply. Even we, the faithful who extract the anima, have not been spared the effects of this mysterious drought. Yes, we still have our old reliables, our workhorses. Yet I fear they will not be enough. We are doing everything in our power to gather more anima. But, simply put, we must all, rich and poor alike, make sacrifices for the greater good. Therefore, I have decided to implement a strategy of conservation and rationing, which should keep the anima flowing to those most in need. In this manner, we will keep our people strong and our land healthy, despite the efforts of those who would use this crisis to further their own ends and rebel against the rightful structures of our society. Rest assured, we shall bring these miscreants to justice. With fairness and mercy, of course. I am, after all, nothing if not compassionate. My loyal subjects, we are doing all that can be done to stimulate anima production and fulfill Revendreth's honorable purpose. Remain devout and resolute, and know that I will lead us all into a brighter future. This was your valiant last stand. For so very long, you've punished arrogant souls. But instead of learning from their suffering, you've become one of them. You just needed to obey. How fortunate you are to witness the splendor of what is about to unfold. Every precious drop of anima, so painstakingly wrung from the tortured souls of lesser beings, now paves the path for the banished one to reclaim what was his. And once his liberation is secured, it shall be by his will that all is washed away. The only power that will emerge from this torrent of change is death. Death and those who shaped its victory.
Someone will stop you, Denathrius. Even if I...
Do not speak. Observe. Remember this lesson.
Welcome! I have so been looking forward to your arrival. Let's see, who have we here? Our wayward prince, of course. The deposed accuser, ever so earnest. And our mutinous former general. Along with a contingent of mortal rabble eager to meet their end.
We tire of your preening, Denathrius. Come and face us!
I seem to recall a similar bluster from you not so long ago, Renethor. And we both know how that ended. It seems you failed to learn your lesson. Perhaps I was too lenient. I am, after all, known for my compassionate nature. Let us begin your atonement with a suitable challenge, shall we? After all my teachings, Renethor, still you reach beyond your station. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such disappointment.
Oh, but you taught me well enough to dispatch so many of your underlings, Master.
True, you left considerable detritus in your wake. If you're so fond of wreckage, my lumbering friend here will happily oblige. Who making this ruckus? Nobody disturb Master. No, see that they do not.
Beware.
Gonna flatten your foe!
The time has come to dethrone our former master. What we do next, we do for the sake of all the Shadowlands.
More loyalists. We must drive them back, my prince.
You are the key to victory, mortals. Go, strike down the one who has betrayed us all.
Look, Rimonia. These daring mortals have persevered through every obstacle put before them. It seems we have little choice left but to surrender.
I have a better idea, Master. Let me carve them up instead.
Now there's a thought. We could flay these petulant, small-minded creatures and use their bones to pave the path for our ascension. Oh, what to do, what to do.
One.
Rimonia, exterminate this sweetest time you remember.
I'll splatter them across the
Crawl to me
walls.
on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Servants, remove these rebels from my sight. Scream
were ever fond of saying that the Venthyr do not destroy. We educate. It is time you were reminded of Revendreth's noble purpose.
Shall we begin?
You cannot bind me here. I am eternal. I am your master. I am Revendreth. Remember this lesson.
Sire Denathrius has been taken prisoner. What is our plan to recover him?
Every soul has its purpose. Denathrius has fulfilled his. We must forge our next weapon.
He's not ready.
Then a more direct approach is necessary. We have not come this far, only to falter now. You know what must be done.
There she is again. You know, these endless lectures of yours
have failed to convince you. Regardless, the conversation is over. One way or another, we will have you. So I will offer this one last time. Join our cause, or be made to serve.
What kind of choice is that? Why even give me? It's the choice you never had. Despite all your grand designs, there's still some shred of your mortality haunting you. As if the Banshee Queen hasn't entirely eclipsed the Ranger General.
Don't.
Now I understand why you brought me here. Why you've tried so hard to persuade me. Because if you can get me to let go of hope, you finally can too.
Enough! Submit! You are only making this harder on yourself.
Not harder on me. Right now, you hold all the power. How will you use it?
I've not come this far to falter now.
Then why do you hesitate? Make your choice. Sylvanas Windrunner.
Not again.
What is it, High Lord? What do you sense?
A weapon forged in the fires of Torghast. A Morn blade is born.
A Morn blade? Oh no. Anduin's still captive there. Has something happened to him, Father?
I fear for Anduin as well. But is it safe for the High Lord to peer inside? The toll it takes on him.
There is a price to be paid. Wait. Something is...
Bolvar, what is it?
I see.
The jailer is tearing into Bolvar's mind. We have to break their connection.
You were to herald my coming. Instead, you defied me. A failure, like those who came before you.
Resist him! Do not let him win!
Fight, High Lord! We're with you! I will what is mine. Death comes for you all. What an impressive gathering! So many courageous champions! I am truly honored. Why, Prince Kael'thas, is that you? I never did properly thank you for the use of your Sunwell.
Enough! Kal'thuzad, you have defied the laws of the Primus and conspired to bring ruin upon Maldraxxus. Surrender, or be destroyed.
Fools! It was all too easy to sow chaos and discord within your squabbling houses. The jailer's plan unfolds exactly as intended. A pity you will not see it come to fruition. Interlopers, you will not escape your fate!
We are not the ones you need to fear, Kel'Thuzad.
Your cause is lost, usurper. Now you answer for your crimes against Maldraxxus. And against me.
Foolish Margrave, your victory is a hollow one. The medallion is ours. Let us return to Revendreth.
What? We cannot simply leave. Not while Kel'Thuzad yet lives. I will have vengeance for Silvermoon.
His fate is not yours to decide.
Come, Lich. The Banished One calls you to his side.
They have found me.
Indeed, we have.
Thank you for all your valuable assistance, mortal.
How many spies has the Banished One seated among us?
You can ask him yourself once we arrive in Torghast. He is quite eager to meet you. Kill the Mawwalker! Oh, and make it quick, as a sign of gratitude.
We are here to hunt and destroy Dreadlords. Try not to join them this time.
Why were you sent to Maldraxxus, Vaj? You have no shortage of sins.
And no shortage of victories. Can you say the same?
Countless ages ago, just after the first Venthyr was sired, Denathrius unveiled another creation, the Nathrezim. Forged to be the ultimate infiltrators, they bore the influence of death into the realms of our rivals, as well as the worlds of the living. Despite their subtlety, one of these incursions was discovered. In response, the full wrath of the light fell upon Revendreth, setting ablaze the ward once held by the Nathrezim. Once the Naru were routed, the Stonebright turned her anger upon the Nathrezim, blaming them for the loss of so many of her children. The armies of Maldraxxus did not rise up to defend us, so the Stonebright carved her Stone Legion to strike back against the light. The conflict was ended by Denathrius, who said he would exile them to a world beyond the Shadowlands. Denathrius never told me what became of the Nathrezim. Only later did I learn that mortal souls had come to know them by another name. The Dread Lords.
Illidan would have relished this. What fate do you suppose was chosen for him?
You assume he is both
A
dead
harvester
and
without
mortal.
a medallion!
I am not
you
sure
are but
I
a
will.
shadow of your former fury.
Continue to delay our foes. The plan nears fruition.
Illidan's lackeys. Another sends his regards.
Reveal yourself, Mal'Ganis.
The Harvester of Wrath. How I have missed your purity of conviction. A pity it will now be lost forever. Nathrazim, bring me her fangs.
Mal'Ganis, we need not be enemies. Join us to save Revendreth and end
We
your
were
exile.
never in exile, you gullible fool. It was all part of the Master's plan. While you remained fixated on a paltry medallion, we seized the true prize, Remornia, with the Sire's essence held within it. Our mission never changed. For eons, we have done the Master's bidding in secret across countless realities. The Legion, the Scourge, Argus, all pawns in a game beyond your grasp. One that now nears its end. Keep your trinket and your realm. They are dust in the face of our sire's true ambition. If only you had just obeyed.
Look around you! What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
Enough! Join our cause, or be made to serve.
Right now, you hold all the power. Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Despite all our efforts, the Maw continues to grow. What if Denathrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands alone.
None of this should have happened.
Perhaps the Winter Queen could...
My Archon, a living soul seeks an audience.
A mortal?
A king. By all our measures, one who has spent his life striving for justice. One who would give anything to serve his people. One whose heart is true.
Very well. He may approach. Step forward. My Ascended have spoken of you. The king held captive in the Maw.
That prison could not hold me forever.
Why have you come to Bastion?
You have a key that I need.
You will release this soul from your grasp.
No. He is bound to me, just as you
once sought to bind your own brother.
jailer seeks a forgotten key, hidden within this city of secrets. We must claim it first.
Corthia is in grave peril. Bear witness to my victory. They've broken through! Fall back! Fall back!
The Covenants can no longer afford to remain isolated. Now, we must unite and face this darkness across all realms. No matter what we lived for, no matter what we died for, together, we will break the chains of domination.
This ends now. Tyrande, I understand you've been looking for me. Come then. Show me Elun's wrath.
Elune gave me her strength. The wrath is mine alone!
Warrior, I expected more.
I will take your head, Banshee! Just like I took his! Thought you didn't know. Your master is keeping secrets from you!
They've broken through! Fall back!
Trick. No! Eluna, it is time. Inqua Melema. At last.
The night's power wanes. Once again, she denies you victory.
Mother Moon, do not forsake me. End this!
Bask in the dying embers of your goddess's bargain, Tyrande. Nothing lasts.
Tyrande, can you hear me?
How dare you come here, sister? After our cries for aid went unheard, unanswered.
I heard your cries, felt your pain, and in the wake of tragedy, sent forth the cascade of souls to sustain you.
Oh, the great tree. All who perished there were claimed by the Maw. Then I have condemned my favored children. By our hand, we may yet guide their souls unto their spring, starting with this one. Tyrande invoked me. She must choose vengeance or renewal.
The battle is almost upon us. I will deal with the invading forces atop Torghast. When we reach Oribos, you will defend Zoval while he completes the ritual.
You mean he will compel me to defend him? Each time he dominates my will, I feel myself slipping further away. Is this what you felt when Arthas raised you, Sylvanas? Hollow, empty, everything you once were, consumed by darkness.
Yes, young lion. But in the end, the sacrifices we've made will have been worth it. Once the cycle of life and death has been broken and remade, we will—
By that time, I'll have been lost. And so will you. I only hope my friends will remember me as I was, not what you made me to be.
Fools! You fight a battle you cannot win.
We will stop you, Sylvanas!
For Dragon, a fallen king without a throne. You will answer for your defiance. Valkyria! You are bound to me. Strike down my foes.
They said I must answer for my crimes. Repent for my sins. But every choice I made, I would proudly make again. You will submit. I submit to no one! Not you! Not the jailer! And not that coward thrall! For the
How fitting that we should face one another here, upon the precipice of death's victory. For too long I've had to disguise my true motives, pretend to serve false masters. When all the while, it was I who helped architect Azeroth's end. The hour has come to make you pay for the indignities I suffered at Naxxramas. Now, at long last, you will kneel before Kel'Thuzad.
Azeroth's champions. You've arrived at last. Despite witnessing the broken cycle of life and death with your own eyes, still, you would stop us from remaking this flawed system. What a pity.
There are no more Valkyr to protect you, Sylvanas. You will die here for the last time.
The archer does not mourn the loss of their arrows. A shame you won't survive to witness our victory. But if it's an ending you seek, then come and meet it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very well. Death it is!
'He's done it. The
open, Zovol! We already have what we need!
Too long I endured the Maker's flawed design. I will forge a new reality, where all shall serve.
I will never serve.
Still chained by mortality. You did help restore something stolen from me. Allow me to repay you in kind. To their mercy. Come, be the first to witness reality's end.
Cannot let him reach me.
Sylvanas' soul has been fractured from the moment of her death until now.
Burn it!
This was their home.
And you slaughtered all of them! How could you take all those innocent lives? This was beyond life and death. There was no other path to true freedom. How can you not see that? I see what you are. Murderer! Monster! Butcher! Why can I not escape this torment?
The jailer has severed their bond and condemned her to endlessly relive her atrocities. So long as her soul remains divided, she cannot wake.
Maybe she shouldn't.
She's the only one who knows the jailer's plan and how we might save Anduin.
She's the one that turned Anduin.
Jaina is right. How can we possibly trust her?
Her wound runs so much deeper than mine. Well met, Ranger General.
What is this? Who are you?
Someone who shared your fate, felled by the blade of the very same prince.
Arthas. I died trying to stop that monster, only to wake up haunted by one with my face.
That Banshee is you.
No. I cannot accept that.
Her path began where yours ended, and you've seen the decisions she made.
Never in 1,000 lifetimes would I betray everything I stood for.
You can't possibly understand.
The jailer is deceptively cunning. When I realized I had become his pawn, it nearly destroyed me. He had no doubts it would destroy you as well. Was he right? Or will you accept her shattered legacy and tell us how to stop him?
Her crimes are unforgivable.
Yes.
And she... I must face the consequences.
We cannot change the past, and we may never find forgiveness in the future. But inaction damns us all. Time is short, Ranger General. Make your choice. I've done all I can.
Your reality ends here. Your fate is sealed.
Fate is ours to determine. We will set things right.
Go through the gateway, now! Death awaits you.
Should we fail, all reality will pay the price. Come, their secrets can guide our way forward.
The way is open. Death claims the soul of your world. All that you see, all that you know, will be undone. Bear witness, mortals, to eternity's end.
If the jailer has breached the sepulchre, then he is but a breath away from enacting his plan.
We cannot allow that to happen.
Tell the others what you told me.
You all have witnessed the jailer's power firsthand. Without the means to resist his domination, we have no chance against him. Anduin may be the key, if we can save him from...
You dare speak of freeing him after all you have done!
Sylvanas held the Mournblade that bound him. Her presence may help free Anduin from the jailer's grasp.
I will never trust her.
Then trust in me.
Always, Uther. Very well. We will prepare to enter the sepulchre and save Anduin. Together.
Not understand. This one is bound to me.
Anduin!
Fulfill your final purpose. Annihilation. The fate of all who carry my blade. My son, this blade does not belong to darkness. It was forged by valor. And also by honor. Its legacy and ours are with you, even here. Finished.
Is this all that remains of him?
The last flicker of his scarred spirit, consumed in the forges of the jailer.
No crown, no throne, not even a soul left for judgment. I hated you, hunted you, and with each selfish act became you. That is my burden to bear. But your legacy is at an end. Be gone then, Arthas Menethil. May the last whisper of your name fade and be forgotten. I don't remember the exact moment I wrested control. I do remember the rush of freedom, the clarity of purpose. When I loosed my arrow, I sought to become his judge and his executioner. I thought that if I could punish him for his crimes, I would be absolved of mine. Forgiven for the atrocities he forced me to commit against my own people. But there would be no justice that day for anyone. That is yet to come.
For reality to endure, it must be remade. But you are nothing more than aberrations to be discarded. Can your mortal minds fathom how long I have waited? Every event set in motion, every pawn put into play, all to claim the power slumbering within your world. The soul of Azeroth, wounded, vulnerable, yet teeming with potential. Potential that I will use to eradicate this flawed reality. Death claims the soul of your world. Now, bear witness, mortals, to eternity's end.
Spread.
Rupture.
Watch your step. Spread. Watch your step. Knocking back. Danger, danger. Spread. Watch your step, knocking back. Danger, danger.
This must not be.
You have betrayed your duty as Arbiter, and shall be bound forevermore. Your madness has threatened the cycle of life and death entire.
You could have sought another way, brother. Imagine what we could have accomplished together.
Why, Zovar? What drove you to this end? You preserve that which is doomed. A cosmos divided will not survive. What is to come?
Be warned, their words will be harsh.
I expect no less.
You defiled our sacred groves! Torment is all you deserve!
Your sins are beyond measure!
How many souls have you doomed? We trusted you! You betrayed us all!
My home, my family, all burned to ashes! Is it justice they seek, or vengeance?
Anger and pain make it difficult to tell the difference.
The flow of souls into the Maw has ended. The Covenants and the Shadowlands have been restored. Only one task remains. Sylvanas Windrunner, the time for your judgment is at hand. There can be no true justice without compassion. And I can see your deeds bear the mark of the Jailer's influence. An influence we failed to contain.
The Jailer did not control me. My actions were mine alone, and I accept their consequences.
Then, you know in your heart to whom you must answer.
I submit to the judgment of Tyrande Whisperer.
Entrusting justice to your most fervent adversary. Are there any gathered here who object to this fate. So be it.
What game do you play now, Banshee? The Sylvanas I hunted would never submit to the blade of her enemy.
Death would be a merciful end, Tyrone. And I do not expect your mercy.
Your newfound remorse might be genuine, but it can never erase all you have done. There will be no peace for you, Windrunner, until there is peace for the souls of your victims. The prisoner is in my charge now. Bring her!
True justice brings both punishment and renewal. I trust in Tyrande to achieve both.
And now, after so long, there is much we need to say to one another.
I know, sisters. But judgment comes.
Baladash Malanor. Fight well.
Below lies the maw, an unjust fate to which you doomed so many. And it will be there that your penance begins. Every soul lost in its depths, betrayed or condemned, you shall find and send forth to the Arbiter, to be judged with the compassion all souls deserve. You will toil there, under Doratha's watchful eye, scouring every darkened reach, until the final soul is free, and you are all that remains. This is how you shall bring renewal to your victims and my people.
However long it takes, it shall be done.
Undo Falador, old friend. Watch her well. Banshee's penance will save countless lost souls. A fate that would not have come to pass had I slain her in Ardenweald. Perhaps that is why Mother Moon stayed my hand. The Horde inflicted a grievous wound upon my people. You may never earn my trust, but you have my thanks for setting things right.
My bow is at the ready. Remember those we lost. For so long there had been little more than hatred and malice in our sister's eyes. To at last see a glimmer of the Sylvanas we knew.
I had ceased hoping for such a thing. I am pleased we had a chance to speak with her, Verisa.
I only wish we'd had more time.
As do I. But If she stays true to her word and sees this obligation through, perhaps one day we will.
It will never be like it was before. The pain she inflicted upon the Kaldoroi, upon the world. How could she ever answer for it?
I'm not certain she can. But if her penance brings any measure of peace to those she wronged, at least it is a start.
You are right, Lady Sun. Our family has endured so much darkness. We must find a way to cling to hope.
Yes, Little Moon. Mother, Father, Lilith. They are only memories. We thought our sister was as well. But now, we shall see.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you safe, my king. Even after reading Jaina's reports, I can scarcely imagine the horrors you endured.
There were times I thought I would never escape the jailer's control. The things he made me do.
Those actions were not your fault. You cannot blame yourself.
I should have been stronger.
And Windrunner, you are the strongest man I know. And when you return to Stormwind, the whole kingdom will tell you the same.
I can't go back, Ken. Not yet.
But the people need...
Turallion will keep the Alliance safe in my absence. And I know you watch over everyone we care about. Old Wolf.
Of course. Take whatever time you need. And when you're ready, please, come home.
King Greymane.
Regent Lord?
I hope the fate of Sylvanas Windrunner brings the Alliance some measure of peace.
Peace? You stand in the Shadowlands, Regent Lord. Ask the dead she sent here whether they feel peace. As for me, that's something I will never know. Not while the monster who killed my son still endures.
I understand. My people are haunted by the deeds of monsters as well.
And what of you? Are you hoping that the Ranger General you served comes back from the Maw, or would you prefer having your war chief again?
I spent most of my life alongside the Windrunner family. Sylvanas was my hero, and my friend. But the Banshee who nearly led the Horde to ruin was neither.
Then you shouldn't have followed her commands. Good day, Regent Lord.
Good day, King Greymane. To think we now stand on the other side of the veil, that those we lost await us here among these countless afterlives. Is there anyone you would seek out, Bane? For one last conversation before you return to the land of the living?
No need to spare my feelings, Lorthamar. You are asking if I wish to find my father. The truth is, I do not need to. His spirit is always with me, wherever I go, whatever I do, guiding me just as his ancestors guided him. And what of you? Is there someone you would visit, given this chance?
Prince Kael'thas. Long have I held the title of Regent Lord, all the while wondering if I was truly suited to lead my people. I would ask the last liege of Silvermoon if he regrets the choices he made. A chance to mend old wounds, and perhaps feel that the torch has truly been passed.
A feeling I understand all too well. I pray your conversation brings you the peace you seek, my friend.
When my service to the Kyrian began, and I first learned of the Maw, the knowledge filled me with sorrow. A mortal life is so incredibly brief. I questioned whether any actions taken within that span of time could truly be worthy of eternal torment.
I confess that as an aspirant, I did not think of such things. Only of duty. It was not until I witnessed Uther's plight that I recognized the injustice of the Maw.
Never again will a mortal soul be sent to its depths. All deserve a chance at redemption. Recent events have shown us that a single mortal soul, in fact, every mortal soul, can alter the course of eternity.
Indeed. For good or for ill. In the end, it was mortals and their decisions that shaped the fate of the Shadowlands.
As Arbiter, I will take that lesson to heart. Every soul will be treated with compassion and will be given a voice in which afterlife awaits them.
Hello, Jaina.
Khadgar, it's good to see you again. When we last parted, I regret that...
Those were perilous times. The Legion's attack, then the war. I think we both needed to find our own way through. I have no hard feelings. Only friendship.
I feel the same. But surely you didn't come all the way to the Shadowlands just to find me.
No. For years I've read about this place in Medivh's books. I stood atop Karazhan and caught glimpses through the veil. I suppose I wanted to gaze upon the realms of death with mine own eyes before.
Is everything all right, Khadgar?
I feel the weight of years upon me, Jaina. The burdens carried, the choices made. Forgive the musings of an old man. I think I'll look round and see these Shadowlands a bit. See what wonders I can find. I've heard tales of conniving brokers, a city of secrets, and a land of ancient knowledge. How intriguing.
Sounds like you'll be keeping busy. Just don't leave without saying goodbye. I've missed you, old friend.
Count on it, Jaina. Be seeing you.
Tyrande Whisperwind, you came to my realm in pursuit of justice. Did you find it?
I came here seeking vengeance. But within these groves, and by the light of Elune, I found something I feared lost. Hope.
And thanks to that choice, a sister's bond, once broken, has been mended. This tear was born of sorrow. Now it shall become a vessel of renewal. These souls were saved from the darkness of the maw. Unto them I have offered eternal tranquility in the bowels of Ardenweald. They have chosen instead to become part of a new beginning for their kin. This seed embodies the cycle of death and life. I offer it to you, Tyrande Whisperwind. May it bring your people happiness and peace.
On behalf of all the Kaldori, I thank you. Andu Falador. The Winter Queen called her gift a seed. Ysera, my beloved friend. Could it truly be so?
Yes. I sense this seed is touched by the dream as well as by Ardenweald. A symbol of the crucial balance between life and death.
Then it must be kept safe until it can take root.
I know of a place it can be protected, but it has been so long. Bring the seed to my daughter. Marithra will know where it should be taken.
Are you not returning to Azeroth with us? Surely the Winter Queen will allow you to—
When the Queen used her own essence to revive me from the Wild Seed, it bound my soul to this realm. I cannot leave it, not without great sacrifice.
Then tell us the price, and it shall be paid.
No, my friends. The Kaldori need you beside them once more. If Elune wills it, I shall soar through Azeroth's skies again. One day.
In the wake of the Fourth War, the Forsaken have begun to rebuild in Tirisfal Glades. Lordaeron is a land fraught with memories and pain. I'm not certain what sort of welcome I'll receive, but I ask that you meet me there.
What have we here? The Menethil Princess.
I have come to help as best I can, Commander.
I will join the meeting, but we must ensure that the outskirts of Brill are secure.
Yes, I will come. But first, behold, as my creation eradicates the Blight. You may applaud at any time. No! My beautiful construct! Dash it all! How can we hope to succeed now?
And that's where we stand. Sylvanas is gone, and our homeland remains overrun with toxic blight. I will attend this gathering. After all, someone needs to make sure Kalia gets a chance to speak up for herself. All right, what are we going to do about the plague in the Undercity?
Don't you mean what are we going to do about her?
We should focus on the Blight. Farinell, do we have any more of your Plague Eaters?
This is my last one! And it's a puny thing. I can make more, but to be effective, they must be formulated to survive the plague!
If I may, our allies in the Shadowlands might be able to provide insight. In particular, the Plague Lords of Maldraxxus. Master Apothecary, what do you need to make your creation stronger?
Nothing less than a pure, undiluted sample of that plague from deep within its reaches.
Very well. I will help acquire that sample for you. Stay close, and be wary. I can't hold back the effects of the Blight for long, and we don't know what threats are lurking out there. The toxicity is overwhelming. This should be far enough. Hurry! Get the sample. That's it! We need to get back. My shield is starting to fail! Keep fighting, we're almost there!
Well, I'll be.
She did it. And survived.
Do not
We have the
linger.
Blight sample. Now to bring it to the Plague Lords of Maldraxxus.
I hope you're right about their expertise, Lady Menethil. This could give us a fighting chance to restore the city.
I'll accompany Kalia along with our friend here. Farinel, we'll need to bring your last Plague Eater with us too.
Do be careful with it. Should these Plague Lords bolster its resilience, the apothecaries can replicate it many times over.
Before I take my leave, Margrave, may I speak to you concerning the nature of undeath?
You will find no one with greater knowledge on the subject than I, mortal. Proceed.
The Forsaken were raised through necromancy, and this shared origin has provided them a sense of unity. I, however, was raised by the light. That difference has caused me to wonder if I can ever truly find a place among them.
Necromancy is the art of animating unliving flesh. Here in Maldraxxus, we use the magic of death to accomplish our craft. But whether these rituals are empowered by death, or light, or any other magic, necromancy is necromancy. You perceive a difference where there is none, child.
Then perhaps I have found my purpose. Thank you, Margrave. Your perspective has been a great help.
It was wonderful seeing you again, my apprentice. Do remember to visit.
We have replicated and loaded my improved Plague Eaters. We are ready to deploy.
Master Apothecary, you should know that the Blight sample we took to Maldraxxus took form and became aggressive.
Really? I suppose that should make it easier to kill. Ingenious! Wish I'd thought of that.
All our efforts have come to this. I pray our strategy works.
My forces will join you in the skies to help with any unforeseen side effects.
No more excuses. No more Banshee Queen. The Forsaken have many different points of view, and we should be led by a council, not a single ruler.
My fellow Dark Rangers and I are with you.
Are we really going to trust a Menethil on the council?
I cannot escape the shadows of my past, but I have no desire for a throne. My place is here among you, and I vow to serve all our people.
I take you at your words, Lady Menethil. And we, the Apothecaries, will help shape our brighter future.
Then it's settled. We are the Desolate Council. We are the Forsaken.
When we Dark Fallen Elves were raised into undeath, Silvermoon shunned us. All that we knew, all that we loved, had been lost. In time, we found a place here within the ruins of Lordaeron. But after it was blighted in the war, we feared we had lost this home too. Today, we not only reclaimed our legacy, we began a new path forward. And for aiding our cause, we owe you a great debt. Together with all the Forsaken, we will build a future here. You will always be welcome among the Dark Rangers, friend. Hadiel Shala. Farewell.
Within this hall, we shared ceremonies, celebrations, and tragedy. I loved my family, and on one fateful day, I lost them all. Now I am all that remains of the once proud Menethil line. The last heir to a legacy that ended in shame.
So you ran away from the pain. I did too. But it was only when I stopped running that I understood. Those people out there, they're my family now.
But will they ever truly accept me, bearing a name forever stained by a brother's sins? Just as these flagstones are stained by my father's blood.
We are all the same here, Kalia. Seeking our place, despite everything we've lost. But it's a long road, and we will need your help.
Then, let us find our place together.
As Forsaken.
These reports are alarming, Lady Liadrin. Tranquillion is in danger of being overrun by Scourge?
Their forces appear far too organized for this to be some random attack. Perhaps we should request additional aid from our Horde allies.
And waste more time awaiting their arrival? No. We must address this at once.
Then we must call up those still in training. We will hold the line and keep Quel'Thalas safe. I swear it.
Very well. I will open the way and meet you in Tranquillion.
See you soon.
That's not very reassuring. Quickly, to the next ward.
Overcome death.
There he is again! Put him down for good!
Do you sense the futility yet?
One more ward to go. I suspect we'll soon have company. Here he comes!
You think to be rid of me so easily?
That's it! I sensed a surge of magic coming from Deathhold.
Salandria, report your findings. What do we face at Deathhold?
Even more Scourge than anticipated. But we managed to get close enough to look inside. That Sanlane Aethys mentioned had some sort of crystal array. He kept appearing within it, almost as if summoned.
That explains the surge of magic I sensed. That traitor has found a way to cheat his own death.
If we can overpower his safeguards, perhaps we can send his accursed soul to the Shadowlands for good.
Then that is our next move. Upstairs there is a weapon. If infused with the proper power and wielded by worthy hands, it just might change our fortunes. Fight well. Quickly now! Use the red sword on his body before he comes back to life! Get behind me!
I will inform the Ebon Blade of what transpired. If the Scourge caused such problems here, I suspect matters in Northrend may be even worse.
Why are you here, Anduin? Your kingdom and your friends are awaiting your return.
My friends. The ones I almost killed. They believe my hands are clean. But they don't feel clean.
It is perilous to confuse what you are made to do with what you choose to do.
How can I not when it all blurs together? It was so horrific and exhilarating. And it sickens me to think that satisfaction may have been mine.
Ah, so that's why you've come. You fear you might not be who you thought you were.
I'm starting to wonder if I ever knew. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid that if I call on the light, it won't answer. If I've no trust in myself, how can I expect my kingdom to trust me? To put their faith in me when mine has faltered?
Must you bear that weight?
A king does not have a choice.
No choice? I thought you believed in free will.
I need time to think about many things.
Anduin, I have faced who I was and accepted what I've done. Now, the work begins.
Yes, it does. Farewell, Sylvanas Windrunner. Until our paths cross again.
Farewell, little lion. I found you before, my love. I will find you again, no matter how long it takes. Yes, we live in prisons of our own making. The cycle must be broken.